It is the first day of the Overland Skills course. I always want to say camp. That is through Expedition Utah. I currently am missing the trail ride because, of course, I got in late last night, and I really honestly kind of hate trail rides, like when you're in a group. I've only done it once with my brother when I was with him last year. This exact time is the last time I went camping with my brother. Is it? Yeah, I think. So when we went with that group of people. Anyway, we were in the back and there's just all this dust. So much dust. It's not enjoyable. Just for me also because I'm filming, but there's so much dust, and there's already a lot of dust when you end up behind somebody or people are passing you. So anyway, I'm not doing the trail ride today, but today, October 15th, the trail ride goes into 1 o'clock until 1 o'clock. It is almost 11, I believe. Then I have a recovery course, and then from 6 to 7. So that recovery is from 2 to 6, free time from 6 to 7. And what's nice about this one did cost me $250. I did want to go to the Overland Expo, which was going to be like $200. And the difference is with this, you get some catered food. I believe they might have rented out this campground area that we're in, and there's a toilet. I was kind of expecting like just dispersed camping, no toilet, anything. So that was a nice surprise. And then there's a campfire presentation tonight. Then tomorrow, 7 a.m., whoa, we've got breakfast and introduction. My brother, he stopped by earlier to see if I wanted to eat, but I already ate. Super nice. He's honestly like, it's really cute because normally I would take it as mansplaining, but he's really cute. He's the one who told me about this course, and when he sent me the link, I didn't really look into it, but then I went and visited him. He told me all about it. Are you going to go? And he told me there's like catered food and this and that. And I was like, oh, wow. The way that they have it advertised is not good. The websites that it's on, it just does not sell it very well. And had it not been for my brother, I would not have signed up for it. But I'm really excited about it. And then tomorrow we have breakfast, 7 a.m. to 8, catered lunch, navigation, photography. I was so torn. I want to go to all of the courses. Like there's one that was vehicle systems, I think. So I would imagine that would tie into wiring and everything, which I added in a 6-switch panel for my outdoor lights because I want to add some more. So I'm really proud of myself for doing that. And then photography, first aid, navigation, which will be cool. Vehicle repairs and trail fix, definitely need that. I have some experience getting stuck. Then we have a catered dinner. There's a raffle. I didn't sign up for anything in the raffle. The tickets were like $10 each. I could have. The only thing I was really interested in is the Arb air compressor, but I just don't really have room for it right now. And then there was a CVT shower tent that just hangs off of your roof rack or basket. So that looked pretty cool. And then tomorrow, Sunday, again, catered breakfast, and there's a service project. Maybe we'll be picking up trash. And then there's a trail ride out. So I'm really excited about that. That's what's going on for today. I'm not sure how much I will film. Some people might not be okay with it. So I'll be respectful of that and clear it with people. I'm just going to finish kind of straightening up, brush my teeth, go be with people, and go from there. So looking forward to today. Okay, I recorded this whole swag bag, and I actually didn't hit record. So we have some kind of rocks, I'm guessing for recovery stuff. paper towels. This is a shirt. Yep. And then this is just a random bag. And then this is cleaning stuff. Okay. And we have a drink koozie, Cabela's glass cloth, and a whole bunch of stickers and patches and a couple of fire starting things. Oh, these, which is cool. I like these. One weird thing is there's a ton of keychains. Why? I don't know what this is. Does anybody know what this is? A ton of keychains. Why? Why so many keychains? It's almost like they didn't have enough stuff to put in this bag, and so they just threw a bunch of keychains in and this thing and whatever. But I do like this bag, Climate. It's a little day pack, 6-liter polyester ripstop day bag. Has a big pocket up here. Sunglasses or something. Oh, what is this for a key? I don't know. And then I bought this. I bought this. This is a bamboo laser etched emblem. I like the colors. I thought that looked cool. So $30, I got that. This is the site where the Overland Skills, and it is camp, is held, and there's a lot of cool rigs here. It looks like Toyota pretty much owns the market on this. And my next course is recovery. We're in East Carbon, I believe, like maybe 20-30 minutes outside of Price. It is pretty. I'm not sure how much of this I'm gonna film because I asked the organizers of the event, and I mean, I've been doing this for a few years, so I'm well aware to ask people permission and everything, and that I would ask instructors if I could film some of their course, or anybody individual if they were okay being on film. And so the organizer went and asked the first instructor, came back to me and said, you know, just ask the instructors. Like, yeah, that's what I figured I would do. And then the thing that kind of bothered me, he said, you're not here to film, you're here to learn. Excuse me, I get that. I paid $250 to do so. And, you know, granted, they have the right to let me film or not, but it was just, I didn't like the way that it was said. He said it a couple times, you're here to learn, not to film. I know, that's why I paid $250 to come to this course, so I could learn. Anywho, so I might show some highlights, I might not, I don't know, but I'll show some stuff with my brother, and we're gonna make some pie iron food tonight, and go from there. I think my first course starts in like 30 minutes.
And put our pulley on the other side down there, went here back to another anchor, then we could get 5,000 and 5,000, then we are pulling 10,000. That jive? That's a lot of math, and I'm happy to draw it too. There's not a test. Their strength by the tension on this side actually tightening down and constricting and locking on that. So they're designed to be loaded like that. You notice the way it loads is significantly different than loading on the knot. You can see the bend.
Does it matter up or down?
No, not necessarily. Where do you go?
Under it? I don't know.
Around it.
I wouldn't go
Around if you can. Always go around if you can.
This way?
If you got to go over it, step on it and say going over the rope.
Oh, okay.
What you don't want happen is be here and have something happen. Nothing's going to happen down there fast, I can assure you, because high lifts take forever to react. But what if his vehicle moves and whips you with the rope and hits an artery?
So we use the high lift as a winch, and that was pretty cool. This is a synthetic rope, and this is daisy chaining. I'm kind of sold on this synthetic rope because you can shorten it. By daisy chaining, you need at least 3 loops to daisy chain. Something important is strap saver, I think. Anyway, it doesn't cut into the tree and kill it, basically. So you need a thicker rope for that. But I didn't even know that you could use a high lift jack for winching. And we all got to try it, the high lift jack, which was helpful.
Pressure on it, it'll break that pin, and then your transmission goes into neutral, and bye-bye vehicle.
You're in neutral with what? The emergency brake?
If you're winching somebody else out, you'll have your park brake set and your foot on the brake, because you're going to be inside the vehicle.
I mean the emergency brake, not the park.
Same thing. Park brake.
Not
And
park.
this vehicle is just in neutral.
Just in neutral. What happens, we want to let the winch do the work. What'll happen inevitably is you'll be in drive and you'll be trying to kind of drive it out, and eventually you'll grab traction. And then you'll go, and all of a sudden you'll lose traction and slide, and then you're going to shock load your winch because you're winching. Okay, as a proper winch boss, see that sign kind of up there? That's what we're going to call a safe zone for today. Normally you'd be a lot further, but we're in class and we're not loading anything up.
This demonstration is showing the electric winch using a single line as well as the hand signals. When your hand is up in the circular motion, that means to power the rope in. When it is pointed down in a circular motion, that means to power the rope out.
Motor's running. Yep. Pay attention to that winch motor. You guys hear the pinch?
Yeah.
It's going to change when we add a pulley block. Now with the pull power, we don't want to get too close. There.
This is showing the single line of the winch turned into a double line using a pulley that is attached to the anchor point. And what this does is it's used to decrease the load on the winch. So if there's something that you have to recover that is greater capacity than what your winch can handle, this is an option.
Front end of the pull power. Okay.
I don't think you can see this very well, but this is the camping area. From what I keep hearing from instructors is that this area down here is a lot less windy. And there's not very many sites, but I think there's like 30 people who came. So it's dinner time. They're working on a cool looking fire over there that's all round. And it's dinner time right now, but so far the courses have been really awesome, honestly. I did talk to the instructors about filming, and I mean, they were fine with it, no problem. I think the main guy, he's older and, you know, just kind of a different generation. But anyway, there's the fire. Look at that. That's no flint and steel. But so we're going into the tent now to eat some dinner.
Big thanks to Paul May and Equipped. Without further ado, we kick it over to you, Dave.
My beautiful lights fell down. So you can't see me now because my light strips, as I was saying, fell down. Okay, I even took all this time, you don't even know, to use Gorilla Tape for carpet. Okay, this is close to carpet. Oh man, what will work? What will stay up? Aside from like super glue, would super glue even work? I don't even know. We're at the end of day 1. Not quite the end. I just couldn't hang anymore. It's way too cold. And they have a presentation out there right now. And did you turn off again? Earlier it shut off. I had no battery. But anyway, they have a presentation. They're talking about Baja. I wasn't quite understanding why. And then my brother told me it's a big popular place for overlanders, and I'm just not there yet to go to Baja. Really, bro? I really should have got out again and looked for my little tripod. It was freezing and I'm just tired. And so overall, the course is awesome. I learned so much about high lifts, was able to use a high lift and even use it as a winch. I never even knew that that was a thing or could be a thing. We all got to try it. Wow, that's no joke. And this is all like controlled scenarios. So the car that we were wrenching was on flat ground, okay? Yeah. And then we were able to try this Arb Jack. I don't remember exactly what it was, but that you could literally just move the lever down with a finger. That was super cool. Then we learned about winching with, like, for its purpose of just pulling you out. And we did a what is it called? It's called a pull buddy. Pull buddy pull. I don't know. But I saw it on Discovery Channel where I think it was Discovery Channel where there was this big race in Alaska and they had to drive through to this destination through all this crazy terrain, and there were these two guys. It was like an old 4Runner, and they kept using that thing, buddy pull. It's like a shovel in the ground. That was really cool. But then I asked the instructor Joel, if we don't have that, because when I was stuck in Capitol Reef, we didn't. There was a tree, rocks, nada. You can bury your tire. And he suggested, so you've got your tire, right, like this. Bury it all the way down. All the way. Nothing showing. Not like this, in the ground, like this. Down, like that in the ground. And that could help. So that's good to know. I wouldn't even known that. Dinner was great. They had a good selection. I got the ribs, chicken. They had this mac and cheese with jalapeno and bacon in it. Some salad, some cheesecake. Yeah, and then the presentation thing. I just couldn't hang. I'm tired, and I've I've organized everything, but everything is strewn around, and there's some really cool people here you can learn some things from. And like one guy had a special fancy jack. If I can even remember the name of it, I will write it below. And it was like this big, maybe a foot tall, and you can buy all these accessories for it. Super expensive. The Arb Jack thing, high lift Jack thing, is $800. And there's just so many scenarios, because we would ask like, oh, well, what if this? Or even the instructor off of their experience would say, well, there was this scenario and this. And you just cannot plan for all terrain scenarios, weather. I mean, a tire could go off the side and you're by yourself. Like, you just never know what could happen. But I think that a high lift jack might be something to consider And the instructor of that course, Kurt, said that even a 36-inch high lift jack might work for my vehicle, which that's awesome. And I think would be super useful. I'd love to get a winch, but I don't know how I could mount that. Where? Anyway, lots of cool people to meet and to talk to, and there's all sorts of impressive rigs. So when we were getting ready for the presentation, one of the guys was saying, I get it, it's fair. He was saying that he has a Ford Escape, okay? A Ford Escape. I said, is it all-wheel drive? He said something like, no, it has smart intelligence where it pushes all the traction to the tires it needs to go. That sounds like all-wheel drive to me. I don't know, okay? But I know that in the Toyota Siennas, the all-wheel drive and the Highlander, I mean, it's got the smart stuff where it just will send more power to that tire, but they're all-wheel drive. I don't know. Anyway, so we were standing around. He's like, yeah, I thought I was going to be the one here with the wimpiest car. And then here, there's a CX-5 here. Front-wheel drive. Okay. Yeah, thanks. But I'm out here and I'm doing it. It was totally funny. I found it to be hilarious, actually. I'm voted the wimpiest car here. That's totally cool. And then it was great. This other guy, he was on the trip last year with my brother and I. Jason, he said, he was standing there. It was perfect. I wish I could remember word for word what he said. But he said, yeah, well, you know, these people with all these accessories and hardcore vehicles on their vehicle, that's because they need it. Okay? It's kind of like, is it okay to say like the short man with the huge truck? Is that offensive? I don't know. But that was awesome, right? They all have to drive around in these Land Cruisers and Sequoias with snorkels and lifts and huge tires. But here I am in a CX-5 with a front-wheel drive. Boom! I mean, I get it. Like, I definitely can't do what they can do. But that was good. So really good time. I do enjoy meeting people. It just can be very exhausting, especially in situations where it's male dominated, and I'm just coming from this with a military background. And when you travel, go TDY to courses or training or conferences, you know, you're not lonely. All right, I will say that. So it's just I get tired. I get tired and I just want to go and do my own thing. And so tomorrow it's going to be a big day. It's like starts 7 a.m. to 8 is breakfast. And then there's a whole thing. And it's going to be a long day. And I just want to go to sleep, get set up. And I'm loving it so far. I think it's great, even for me with my front wheel drive wimpy CX-5. And yeah, so that's where we'll leave it tonight. I will most likely break these up into separate day videos and then just talk about how things went, but getting a ton out of it. Highly recommended course. I know there are some improvements that could be made to the advertising and things like that, but the instructors themselves, and so good. Oh, I want to talk about Joel. I'll talk about Joel and his free recovery eventually tomorrow, the next day, but amazing. And he teaches courses too. So anyway, good night. That is all for this evening. Wish me luck on my LED strip lights, and I'll see you in my next video. Good night.